They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hilltoppers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Henry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That is slipped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the right side. The 40, at the 20, touchdown Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Hart. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Green. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Alabama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Ball is out behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Bama! This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Henry. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
First priority is to take care of the ball here. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive first and goal from the 7. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 4. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. to the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. Running into the open space. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Caught over the middle. It's Epps. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Epps. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles, and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. No good. And the deficit is still huge after the missed field goal, down by 23.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give is to Miller. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Motion from the back. To throw, it's Simpson. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They get to the line quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Runs through a tackle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might as well stick with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hutchinson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Miller with the ball, fighting off the defender. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Here's the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hutchison. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Myers.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quick release on the RPO. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Back to throw, it's Simpson. A little release to the back. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll run it from the gun. The Tide will get the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on target this time. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Now the pitch. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity. And
there he goes! Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Parks. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 25 over the Stallions. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see and hear, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Parks. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub.
It's a running room. And he's dragged down.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line and is running out in the open field, making people miss, finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Hallelujah. Thank goodness this offense finally gets something together, something positive. It's been a day full of a lot of negatives, no points in the ball game, but makes the big play, the big passing play. Maybe this gives him a spark. Maybe this gives him a reason now to get some momentum or maybe score some points.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. Runs for the tackle. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Parks. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the quarterback takes a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figure